So you're running your own business, and you've probably hit that huge question. Should I stick with being a sole trader, or is it time to form a limited company? It's a massive decision. It can seriously impact your money, your legal protection, and honestly, just your peace of mind. It's a classic fork in the road, right? Do you take the simple, easy path of a sole tradership, or do you build a solid shield around your personal life with a limited company? Let's break it all down so you can make the choice that's right for you. Okay, let's start with the default setting for most businesses, the sole trader. This is where most of us kick things off. It's the "I've got an idea and I'm just going to run with it" option. Simple, fast, no fuss. Now, this is the absolute key thing you got to get about being a sole trader. In the eyes of the law, you and your business are exactly the same thing. There's zero legal separation. Your business's money is your money, and, well, your business's problems are your problems, and that's where it can get kind of scary. Because there's no separation, you are personally on the hook for everything. If the business gets into debt, that's your personal debt. If a client sues, they're not suing some company, they're suing you. We're talking about your home, your car, your personal savings. It's all on the line. It's a pretty big risk, and it's exactly why so many people eventually move on from the sole trader model. So if being a sole trader is like walking a tightrope without a safety net, what's the alternative? Well, that's where the limited company comes in. This whole structure is designed to be a protective shield. With a limited company, you're basically creating a whole new legal person. Yeah, I know it sounds a little weird, but it's an incredibly powerful idea. This new person, your company, can own things, sign contracts, and rack up its own debt. And because it's a totally separate thing, it builds a legal firewall between your business life and your personal life. But, there's no free lunch. That legal shield comes with some strings attached. You're trading that sole trader simplicity for a bit more admin. We're talking about things like filing annual accounts, keeping really good records, and understanding your official duties as a director. It's a trade-off for sure, but for a growing business, it's often a trade worth making. All right, it's time for the main event. We're putting sole trader and limited company head-to-head in a 3-round showdown. We're going to look at risk, tax, and perception. Let's get to it. Round 1. Protection. This is a big one. When things go wrong and your business is in hot water, which one of these structures is really going to have your back? I mean, just look at this. The difference is night and day. On one side, you have the sole trader completely exposed. On the other, the limited company with that strong legal shield protecting you. It's a simple comparison, but it says everything you need to know. That difference feels small until the day it isn't. Okay, round 2. Taxes. Oh, yeah, the word we all love to hate, right? We all want to pay what we owe, but nobody wants to pay more than they have to. So which structure is friendlier to your bank account? This is where it gets a little more nuanced. There isn't a single magic answer here. The best structure for you, tax-wise, really depends on how much profit you're making, but don't worry, we can break it down. Okay, let's unpack this. As a sole trader, it's super simple. Every bit of profit you make is taxed as your personal income. With a limited company, though, it's a 2-step deal. First, the company pays corporation tax on its profits. Then, you pay personal tax on the money you decide to take out. It sounds more complicated, and it is. But once your profits hit a certain level, this 2-step process can actually be way more tax efficient. All right, final round. Perception. Now, this one's a little more subtle, but trust me, it matters. How does your business structure change the way potential clients see you? Does it make a difference? This quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? There's just something about seeing limited or limited after a business name that feels more solid. It sends a signal that you're a serious, established operation, not just a side hustle. And when you're going after those bigger contracts, that little signal can make all the difference. So after all that, who's the winner? Well, the truth is, there's no knockout punch. The right choice depends completely on you and your business. So let's run through a quick checklist to help you figure it out. First up, be honest about your earnings. Are profits starting to climb? Next, think about risk. Is there a real chance of something going wrong in your line of work? Then look at your personal assets. Do you own a home or have savings you absolutely need to protect? And finally, think about the future. Where do you see this business in a year or even 5 years from now? Ultimately, it all boils down to this one question. Are you set up for the business you have today, or are you building for the business you want to have tomorrow? Choosing your structure isn't just paperwork. It's about laying the right foundation for your future success.